Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, your Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport. So we're working our way through our complete guide videos on the different trim levels, and we've come to the Badlands trim. So we're going to cover all the standard equipment plus the different package available and standalone options in this video. We like to call it our complete guide. Because it's a good source for you to be able to use if you want to order a vehicle. So order banks are open up right now for 2024 model year. So feel free to go to your local dealership to put in that order. Or if you want to order through us, we do have a YouTube special. Check out more information about that. It's going to be at the end of the video in the conclusion section, which means also bring that up. We do have timestamps for this. So you can move around in the video all you want to. And if you want to learn more information about the free shipping and ordering through us, that'll be in the conclusion section of that. So feel free to move around in this video and go ahead and do that. So we're going to cover mechanical features, safety. We're going to cover exterior, interior, different package available, and standalone options in this video. So hopefully you do like it. If you like this video, you might like some of our others. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified and you won't miss a single video. This is the last video to complete this series out for this. So let's go ahead and dive in. Share my screen here for you real quick, and you can see. So we're going to use Ford's build and price. It is up and ready already. We've covered the Big Bend, the Heritage, the Freewheeling Edition, the Outer Banks Edition, and now we come to the Badlands Edition, 38,390. Big upgrade there, but there's a reason why. This is the serious, rugged off-road edition here for the Badlands Edition. I can tell you I've seen people driving these on the trails. They're no slouch. They are the real deal here. So let's click on this start your build and go in here and talk about some of the mechanical features first. There you go. Okay. So this one is different than the others because it is going to have the advanced four-wheel drive system. So you'll notice this one is different than the regular 4x4. This is going to have that twin clutch rear drive unit for you, upgraded off-road suspension. So very good, durable. A better off-road advanced system. This is the same one they're putting in the Maverick Tremor Edition, by the way. So they're going to share that suspension and such. Also, you're going to get upgraded with the 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine with the auto start stop technology. It means you come up to a stoplight, stop sign, it'll shut the vehicle off. Let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. You can deactivate that for each engine cycle if you want to, right there as well. It's going to be paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission as well. And then let's talk about some other off-road capabilities this is going to have. We already talked a little bit about that twin clutch rear drive unit, the advanced off-road suspension and such. This will have a terrain management system like the others, but with 7 GOAT modes, go over any type terrain modes. So you're going to have a normal, eco, sport, slippery, and sand mode like you did with the others, but now you're going to have a mud ruts mode for off-road driving and a rock crawl mode. So not giving you a rock crawl mode if they don't want you to do some serious stuff with this. Also, you're going to get trail control for off-road. Basically means that it's like cruise control for the trail. You set that at 0 to 19 miles an hour. You don't have to worry about, your foot slipping on a brake or the gas or something. If you go down this little rock or gravel that slips on you, you can just control the steering and worry about that, and it'll just take you up that trail at that speed. So pretty cool in how that works. Got the chance to use that at Bronco Off-Rodeo. You're going to get front and rear stabilizer bar, also electric parking brake like the other vehicles with an auto hold that'll hold that brake for you. If you're at a stoplight, you can take that foot off the brake. Electronic brake assist as well, electronic traction control too, and you'll have electric power assist steering. That's an EPAS system. So that way it makes it a little bit easier, electronically controlled on that. So it makes it a little bit easier to turn that steering wheel at slower speeds than you'd see with a gas powered one. And you get hill start assist that allows you, if you're on that hill, it's not going to drift back on you, and you can take your foot off the brake, which is really nice. And that way you can transition over to the gas. So that's all the mechanical features. You can tell a lot of difference between this and all the other 4 trims. This is the one that everybody wants. This is the one if you want to do some extra off-roading. This will get you there. So the others are capable. They'll take you off-road, but this will take you some places that the others will not. So this is a pretty cool trim level. But let's get into some of the safety features as well. And I really don't have a lot of clips for this stuff, but we do have, just to kind of go over it, we do have airbags. So in the front, you'll have a driver and front passenger dual stage front airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You do have a driver knee airbag as well. That's going to deploy down an airbag, protect the driver from that front collision and the column steering column being thrust down in that front collision. You have front seat mounted side impact airbags, which means those are mounted onto the seat and will deploy if there's a side collision there and help protect the occupants and the front seats. Safety canopy airbag, that's a side curtain airbag with a rollover sensor that's going to come down. I can't see my hand. Come down over to the side. So if it's going to roll over, it's to pull that down. The goal on that is to put that in front of the glass, in front of the windows, before any of the body kind of breaks. Because typically you're going to have sheet metal and glass wanting to come in, and that'll help protect it and keep it out and keep you safe in there, as well as protect your head and such. Also, we do have advanced track with roll stability control. So the whole goal behind that is to keep you on your intended path. Going to that curve maybe too fast or slick outside, it'll help keep you going where you want to. SOS post-crash alert system. So if you are in an accident off the side of the road, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights, and let you know that someone needs to come to your safety, or let others know, I should say. Also, 911 Assist allows you with your Bluetooth-enabled phone to be able to call 911 directly with that phone there if you are not able to get to your phone. Pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So if you're going along, it's going to have dynamic brake support. Collision warning. So if you're going at certain speeds, the car in front of you is going slower than you, or they're stopped, and you would hit them, it's going to alert you and let you know you need to hit your brakes. Preloads the brakes as well, so you can stop even faster. If you are in an accident, there is post-collision braking as well that's going to brake the vehicle. Sometimes people forget to put it in park. It's just one of those things. You just had an accident. You're kind of freaking out and everything. It'll help brake the vehicle for you. And if you're unconscious too, situation like that. So a couple other things. You do have lane keeping system that'll help keep you in your lane. So you have the driver alert feature. So if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often, it's going to alert you and let you know that you're doing that, and maybe you're falling asleep, that kind of thing. Also, you do have lane keeping aid system and alert system. So two different ways you can use them together if you want, or separately. The alert system will allow you to leave your lane, but when you go over those lines, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. The aid system will help keep you in your lane. So you can use those together. What it'll do is when you get over to the line, it'll vibrate the steering wheel, but still leave you in your lane. So you can use those one or the other, or both together. Also, we do have perimeter alarms. So when you have the vehicle locked up, it's going to put a perimeter alarm on the vehicle. So if someone tries to break glass, get inside and such, it's going to set that alarm off. Someone shakes it, moves it, and that kind of thing, then it's going to do that same thing. Also, you do have secure lock, passive, and the theft system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle. So that helps protect it from being started without the key. So there you go. That's all of our safety features. So let's talk about the extra styling on this and what it looks like for this Bronco Sport Badlands Edition. So we have the acoustic laminated windshield, just like the others, 2 pieces of glass with plastic in between. It kind of helps with some noise dampening, but also if you get hit with something, it's going to not shatter that windshield. It's going to help protect it and keep it intact. Now, the grille is unique. I do actually like this grille here, carbon gray with the Bronco white lettering. A different design than all the other ones. All the other 4 trim levels have the same design in the grille with different colors. This in here is a different design altogether, and I like this grille here. Front bumper is going to be molded in black, so that's going to be molded into the color. Carbon black for this, and so they're going to help protect it a little bit there. Active grille shutters that open and close when it needs to help cool off that 2.0 liter V8, 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine, not V8. Sorry. We do have a front 180-degree camera, which will really help you out on the trail as well, so you can be able to see in front of you. I can tell you that is really needed. You do get configurable daytime running lamps as well. Again, can be configured to be on during the daytime. That's the reason it's called that. We do have LED headlights as well, automatic features, so they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light when you have it in the auto setting. You do have the LED signature lighting as well. So you get an extra ring around there, just like the Outer Banks edition does as well. LED fog lights down here as well. And you're going to get auto high beams. So auto high beams, what's great about that is that it'll come on when it's dark enough outside. And those high beams will. And then if there's someone, you're approaching someone and you're going to see a light, it'll shut them off. Now, that's something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. Don't forget front tow hooks as well up here. So we haven't seen the front tow hooks on any of the other models. So you're going to have it with the Badlands edition up here. Now, for the also, you're going to get metal bash plates as well. So underbody protection for this. So you're going to have that front bash plate for this as well. That's going to be metal. instead of plastic. So there you go. We do have a 17-inch carbonized gray painted aluminum wheel. So this is a standard wheel in here. We'll get into options in just a little bit. It's going to come standard with all-terrain tires as well, individual tire pressure monitoring system, four-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. And then if we move this around to the side, I think if I go the right direction here, there you go. You're going to see the wheel lip moldings and such, the protection that you have. So similar to what you have on the front, molded in black wheel lip moldings here, lower rocker molding around that other wheel into the back. So it help protects it. So you're going to take this off road. You're going to get some rocks and stuff get in there, and that's a lot easier to replace that than it is to repaint your doors. So that it'll help protect that vehicle up there. Also, we do have the mirrors, a power heated glass for you here, manual fold with the black finish on the outside of that. We have Bliss blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. Lets you know if there's someone in your blind spot, but putting a light in the mirror lets you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, we have cross traffic alert. If you're backing up, it's going to alert you series of tones you need to stop. Puts a message, a light on the productivity screen as well, and lets you know that there's someone coming behind you, across behind you. So that's pretty important as well. We do have the black molded in black door handles on this edition. We'll tell you ways you can upgrade some of these other things as part of the different package later. Intelligent access, they'll leave your pocket key in the pocket, put your hands on the door handle on, you can unlock the vehicle, allow you to get in and out real easily. So that's nice to have. It does have black molding on the belt line here. Also black here. Gives you that floating roof line design look to it. You will have painted black roof. That is back. So late of last year, it was body colored with standard, and you had to pay extra to get this. This now included for this year again. So we're back to the black painted roof. Unique side rails as well here. You're going to see those same ones as on the Outer Banks, but different than the other three trim levels. So very unique to this one. They're going to be molded in black on those as well back there. And then let's see, privacy glass in these back windows, rear quarter windows, and back glass as well. We do have the Easy Fuel capless filler door, so no cap to worry about. Just pop that door open right there, fill it up. When you're done, shut that door, so you don't have a cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Child safety locks, so you can lock those rear doors out. That comes in handy. So if you're stopped or whatever, you want the kids to open those doors, then they'll be locked out, so you won't be able to do that. You'll have to open the doors from the outside. Center high mounted stoplight, third brake light, as I like to call it, so those vehicles that are a little bit taller can see that. Also, LED tail lights back here as well. We do have a rear wiper back here. Also, a rear view camera back in the back, so you can be able to see as you're backing up, which is nice, convenient, nice thing to have. About all the vehicles have it anymore. And then the rear bumper as well is going to be that molded in black. Again, more durable reflectors on that as well. Now, the back glass does flip separate from the lift gate, so can pop that open, put those last items in there. Also, the lift gate does pop open too. It is a manual lift gate, and you can pull that open. So let's talk about some of the things on the inside of the vehicle. When you do pop that lid open, you're going to have floodlights in there, just like on all the other trim levels. Also going to get a bottle opener that's located in the hatch there, just to inside the passenger side tail light. That way, you can open that up. If you're camping, whatever, you got that covered. Got a rubberized cargo flooring and rubberized seat backs, allow you to be able to wash that out if you need to. We do have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. So those front-facing car seats or rear-facing, you can fasten those down into those booster seats. There are harnesses on the back of the seats for those front-facing car seats to latch those in and secure those in there. You're going to get a full-size spare tire, standard equipment on this. Wheel and tire can be located underneath the flooring back there. You're going to go off-road, you need a full-size spare, not a little mini spare, right, when you're on the trail. Rear cargo light as well inside there. Does have a 110 outlet as well included here. I'm not sure why I put it in my notes here, because it normally be located on the rear of the console. Don't think it's in the rear cargo area, but it might be. It does have the cargo tie down with carabiner hooks and loops, 2 on each side of the cargo area. Now let's move inside. Talk about the unique look in here. So we do have some interior noise reduction for our insulation for this. Rubberized flooring in this, because again, giving you that kind of more rugged look to it and feel to it. Unique floor mats, front and rear, that are going to be carpeted. The front ones will have the Bronco Sport on those. Sport contoured seats that are going to be included with unique cloth with easy to clean feature on those. 8-way powered driver seat, forward and back, up and down, power recline, power lumbar. 6-way manual passenger seat, forward and back, up and down with a manual recline. Heated seat for the driver and front passenger as well to keep your bottom toasty warm. Also, you do have the second row 60/40 split bench seat in here. Folds almost completely flat if you need to put some things in there. Also, you do have an armrest that folds down, gives you 2 cup holders and the armrest. You do get an underseat compartment on the passenger side over here. There's a little lever right there. Open that up. You have a rear just on this 40% side over here. Mully strap system on the back with the zipper pockets. For this year, only the Badlands has the zipper pockets on them, from what I can tell. On the back of the console, you're going to have vents back there as well as a USB type A and C. And I do have my notes that that's where your power outlet is right there. And then for your windows, power windows for you, front and rear. You have a front row, one touch up and down feature. So you just hard press it down or hard press it up. And it's gonna, you don't have to hold it, so it's just nice and unique there. Speaking of unique, notice the unique look to this here. So different navy pure interior for this. It's going to have a unique look to the Badlands edition on the inside with those seat colors as well and your armrest. So unique look to it, and I didn't mention that earlier. So we do have power locks, of course, on this leather wrapped steering wheel as well. It comes as included manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, goes up and down, forward and back. You're going to get a 6.5-inch digital screen and an instrument cluster with a speedometer and tachometer there as well. You have a D-pad over here, somewhere to control all those features in there. Cruise control as well, that's going to be included. Push button start going to be located right under the vent right there, as you can see. You get electronic automatic temperature control. So a single zone for everybody to have the same temperature, but you will be able to electronically control that and keep it to a temperature. AM/FM stereo with 6 speakers, Sirius XM satellite radio as well. Sync 3 with your 8-inch touchscreen. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well. Day-night mirror, so you can just flip that lever under there. It'll flip it from day to night there for those cars coming behind you with those bright lights. Let's give you a 360 view here. Overhead console with the sunglass bin. Map lights as well. You have visors there that you can flip down with illuminated vanity mirrors on the back side of those. You can, of course, move those to the side to block the sun if you need to. And down in the media hub, you have a PowerPoint down in here. Also, a dual USB, a USB type A and C as well. You can throw that phone down in there. It'll fit in there in that little compartment. Real nice and easy there. Rotary dial shifter knob. You have electric parking brake. Your auto holds down there, and you can't see it here, but this is where your goat mode switch is right here. And you're going to have your trail control buttons right down there as well. And lastly is your Ford Pass Connect. Allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download. You can unlock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times, see the tire pressure on your tires, the fuel you have in your vehicle, even where it's located using that Ford Pass app. So that's all of our standard equipment except for colors. Let's talk about that. So I just want to go through and make sure we have an option for interior color we'll get to in just a little bit. That's part of a package, so it's not standard. Let's talk about exterior colors. We do have, similar to the last one we just talked about, the Outer Banks, you're going to have the hot pepper red tinted clear coat. That's $495 for that because it is a clear coat color. Looks like we're having some issues with colors here. We do have the iconic silver. It will be a little bit lighter than that. Just so you know, that actually almost looks like it matches up with the grill, which it doesn't. So it'll be a little bit lighter color than that. You have Atlas blue, which is a no-cost blue color here for us. We do have carbonized gray as well. That is a no-cost color, so that's pretty close and pretty accurate to the color. We also do have cactus gray, so that on none of them have been right on this one on any of the trim levels. It will look a little different than this. It's lighter than this, so I'll try to give you some images of this on one we have outside here with a Heritage Edition. So I'll get you that clip for you. We do have Eruption Green as well that's available. There you go. That's a real nice color on the Badlands. That looks really good with that. And we do have a new color for this year, terrain or desert sand. Sorry, it's desert sand on the Bronco Sport. So that is a new color for this year. So really looking forward to see that in person. Another new color for this year is Azure Gray. That is a tri-coat. So it's $9.95 extra for that because it's 3 coats of paint. The other paint color that was a tri-coat, cactus or cyber orange, I'm sorry, is no longer available this year. We do also have the shadow black and you also do have Oxford white. And two other colors you won't find this year. One of them was a tinted clear coat, and that was the Alto Blue, not available this year. And Area 51 is not available this year either. So those are colors. Got this circled around. I'll reset that, and we'll get into talking about the premium package next. So let's talk about the premium package. We talked about a couple others, but the premium package is a way where you can actually take your Badlands trim, which is kind of more basic in a way of some of the convenience features, but then give it some basically what I call it the off-road Outer Banks. That's what I like to call this. So by going with the premium package, you kind of upgrade it to give you all the Outer Banks convenience features and look. Kind of with the off-road capabilities. So I like this one here. So this is where we're going to actually go through these through here and kind of cover some of these. Only a couple exterior features on this. Most of them are interior features. So one, this is where you get your leather trim seats. So we did see these seats material here, similar to what you see on the Outer Banks, almost identical to that. So you're going to have kind of that roast material with the ebony. You can see that changes inside there as well. I think it does. We'll click on that here in just a second and show you. But leather trim seats is what you're going to get with this. Also, it's going to upgrade your power passenger seat to a 6-way power passenger seat, forward and back, up and down, power recline. Also gives you, of course, the leather for that seat. 4-way manual adjustment for the head restraint. So I didn't mention this earlier, but it's 2-way, just up and down for that. Now with this, and you can actually ratchet it forward and back, which is kind of nice to have. Auto dimming rear view mirror, which means that rear view mirror, instead of having that little lever, is now going to auto dim. So you don't have to adjust it any. Cars come with those bright lights. You don't have to worry about it. B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen, 10 speaker, including a subwoofer, is included with this. HD radio as well. That's listed down below further. Body color door handles. This is where you kind of get that look of the Outer Banks. So you're getting body color door handles instead of those molded in black. Dual zone climate control. So driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures with this automatic temperature control. Driver memory for the driver's seat, as well as the exterior mirrors, will be included for a couple of drivers. I think 3, at least 2 with this. Remote start as well. So that remote start will be on there. So you don't have to use the FordPass app if you want. Also, rear parking sensors. So as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you, but you're going to get alerted as well as you get too close to any items. And then you get heated steering wheels. So leather wrapped and heated now with that. Wireless charging pad. That'll be located right down there in that open area where I said you could just throw your phone in there. Now, if you throw it down in there, it's going to wirelessly charge your wirelessly charging phones, depending on your case, of course. And then universal garage opener is going to be on that driver's visor. That also is going to be 3 different transmitter buttons there if you want to program the garage doors to that. Again, this package is $2,900, but it does upgrade a lot of conveniences, give you the leather and everything else to kind of give you more of an Outer Banks feel to the off-road capabilities of the Badlands. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Copilot 360 Assist Plus package. Now this package is actually available on all trim levels, so I'll probably include this clip on all of them. It makes it a little bit easier for making these videos. So as you can see there, $895 is the price for this package, and I think it's a really good value on that because on this one here, this is where you're getting your adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, evasive steering assist, and your voice-activated navigation system. With the speed sign recognition as well. So that's a lot of features. And I like this because this basically allows you to add this Copilot 360 Assist and have your adaptive cruise on all of your Bronco Sport trim levels. Something I've been begging Ford to do with the Maverick since it was launched is to make this available on the XLT trim, which is not, you have to go clear up to Lariat trim and spend a lot of money. And Bronco on the Bronco Sport, you're able to get this package on any trim level. So let's break this down between all of them to show you adaptive cruise control with stop and go and lane centering. So let's talk about that first. Adaptive cruise means that you can actually go with traditional cruise like you normally use it, or adaptive, which means when you set that cruise, you're going to go along if someone's going slower than you and you come up behind them, it's going to slow you down to go their speed until it's safe for you to resume. Then it's going to speed you back up. So that's a great feature to have. Also helps keep you, it brings you a complete stop as well. So if you're going along, it'll help if there's someone going and you get your stop and go traffic, bring it to complete stop. And then when they start going, you start going, which is great. Also lane centering helps keep you in the center of your lane, which is a great feature to have. So it's a little different than lane keeping, which can be activated with or without your cruise. This is dependent on your cruise with the adaptive cruise, and keeps you in the center of your lane. So you can really, there's actually times where you could take your hands off the steering wheel because it's going to keep you in that lane. Is just one step from being on that blue cruise, right? Capability there. Also, evasive steering assist. So if you're not able to stop in time, with the vehicle, you need to avoid somebody, it's going to assist in the steering so you can steer around them easily. So it's going to make it easier to steer. We also do get the voice activated navigation system with this. So that's going to be included as well. Not sure the length of that. Some of the vehicles, I know they've changed it to 1 year. This actually says you're going to get the Sirius XM Traffic Link for 5 year subscription with this Traffic and Travel Link. Looks like you get the navigation is just going to be included, so it doesn't have a term there, so that's pretty cool. So navigation, there you go, and speed sign recognition goes along with your cruise control. So if you're going along and you set that cruise for, let's say the speed is 70, and you set your cruise at 75, 5 over, and you can set that tolerance. If that speed zone changes like 65, you'll slow down to 6 to 70 miles an hour. So that really helps. And maybe if you didn't realize the speed changed, you're talking whatever, that kind of helps from getting tickets, safety as well, and that kind of thing. So I think those are great. You can adjust those in your settings. So Ford Copilot 360 Assist Plus package available on all your Bronco Sport trim levels. So let's talk about the Class 2 trailer tow package. Now, this package is available, as you can see up here, on the Big Bend, the Freewheeling, the Outer Banks, and the Badlands models. It's actually included in the Heritage Edition, which when I get to the Heritage Edition, you'll know that. So we'll talk about that. But also, this package is required if you get on the Big Bend trim, if you get the Black Diamond package as well. So just so you know that. So this package here is, of course, like you'd expect, was going to give you the hitch back here. So you're going to get that Class 2 trailer tow hitch. You're going to get the spots for the hooks, 4-pin wiring as well back here. But also, this will gives you the full-size spare as well on your Big Bend and Outer Banks. The reason you don't get the full-size spare on the other ones is because more than likely you're already getting a full-size spare on that trim. That's probably why. So this is a great package. Again, does require on the Big Bend with the Black Diamond package, it's required, but is optional on all the other trims as well. Big Bend, Freewheeling, Outer Banks, and your Badlands edition. All right, so let's talk about these exterior standalone options here first. When we talk about optional equipment, we've covered all the different packages. First one I already selected because I was having some issues with the site. There is an optional wheel you can get for this, and that is going to be a 17-inch carbonized gray painted low gloss alloy wheel. So it's more of the off-road wheel look, and it is the same wheel that they've been putting on the other packages. If we've covered those, that off-road package, the Black Diamond off-road package, is the same wheel. It's $825. If you do upgrade to that wheel, you automatically get the Wild Peak tire that comes with it. So let me check my notes and move it back just a little bit. So when you get that wheel, it includes the Falcon Wild Peak. It's a 235/65 R17 all-terrain off-road tire. So that's included. Now, if you want, you can get that tire without going to that. So if you want to stay and see if it works here. There we go. If you stay with that, you notice it kicked right over. But if you want to, you can add as optional equipment for $525 the Wild Peak tires. So you can see really those wheels aren't too bad when you consider in that the tires are most of the cost of that. So that is an option. So you can get the Wild Peak tires. It'll work with either of those two wheels if you just want to upgrade the tires. So, all right. So moving on down, we do have the front and rear splash guards. Now, I'm going to go over some of these and kind of tell you, how these are going to come to you. If they're a factory installed option, if they're accessories that are put in the vehicle at the factory, or if they're shipped to the dealership and they're a dealer installed option. So splash guards is one of those options that is actually one of those that Ford will put in on the vehicle before shipping it out. And because of that, though, it takes a little while to get that scheduled. And I'm not actually seeing splash guards even on here on the order guide for some reason. Yeah, they're not. Oh, there they are. Front and rear splash guards. Just looking for an S. There you go. So those are something I would probably leave off. So those are a molded in material. Pretty easy to install. Have your dealership do it if you want, but when you add that with the premium package, you're really asking yourself to wait on this vehicle. So I would leave that off your order. So just some helpful tips there. We do have these fender flare kits. Those are dealer installed options. So I don't know if it would hold it up, but you probably can get this from the factory anyway. So fender flare kit number one is going to be molded in black, and it's going to be able to where the dealership could just install it. So it's kind of in a sense pre-assembled, non-paintable. It's not available to paint. You can't get the mud flap kits front and rear with this one. So there you go. So it says front and rear, but it doesn't say it's not available with the front and rear. So there you go. Nope, it's not available with that one either. So you're not available with those. So there you go. And this other one, and that's $580 for that one. This other one is also dealer installed, but it's going to come to the dealership unassembled, and it's going to be paintable. So that means depending on your color, the dealership would paint it for you and then assemble it for you. Again, not available with the mud flap kits. And of course, not available with the other ones. Not available with each other. And you got to pick one or the other. 1160 for that. So those are two options. Again, both of those dealer installed options for you there. Moving down, we do have this lift gate privacy curtain. This is a dealer installed option, but really they're going to just give you the package because you're not going to install it on your vehicle and leave that way. You're going to use it when you go out camping and such. So it's $100 for that. You can get that through Ford Accessories pretty easily, but it shouldn't hold up your build since there's no install there. Just depends on if they have them in stock. So keep that in mind. But this is not available for some reason with the premium package, which I forgot to mention that with some of the other videos. But there you go. Roof rack cross bar 2. $400. So this is going to work with this roof rack for the Badlands edition. Same one that they use on the Outer Banks. So there you go. If you want to put a bike rack on there, that kind of thing, or use it for luggage, you can do that. But if you're wanting to put a tent on there, you might want to use the ones that the companies that you're going to go through requires for the tents. A lot of them will, like Yakima, will require theirs. They're going to be more sturdy, and they're going to be better for that than these will. We do have, and that shouldn't hold up your build. It is a dealer installed option, but shouldn't hold up your build. A mud flap kit, the front and rear, 3 options for you there. And they're more of kind of an all-weather, kind of a more of a flexible material there. Say Bronco on the bottom, look cool. Again, not available with your fender flare kits or your other splash guards. So you can pick that. And those are dealer installed options as well. The dealership would install it for you. Again, you can get it through Ford Accessories if you'd rather. And that might help yours get selected for build faster. The Topo graphic package, $500 for this. And this will be installed at the dealer. It's going to say Bronco across, or at the dealer. I mean, at the factory. Sorry. It will have the Bronco on the back there and come across. So that's pretty cool. You can include that if you want on your Badlands edition. $500 for that, and will be put on. It's a Ford accessory, but be put on at the factory for you. Now, moving down to interior options, I was curious about this earlier, and I couldn't get the system to work for me. We're going to try to select it now. So it does come in that color. So to be like, in a sense, like the interior of the Outer Banks on the Badlands edition, right? So it gives you the roast different color here with the ebony, and you're going to see that change the look of the interior as well. So pick one or the other there. So there you go. Now moving down, we do have the power moonroof. It's $920 for that. So on the Badlands edition does require the premium package to get the moonroof. So that's a requirement for this packet, for this option right here. Cargo mat. So if you want to put that, you can see that's actually this mat that has the Bronco on there. So that you can pull out and wash out and everything is available, $130. It is considered an accessory, but would be put in your vehicle when it gets shipped out from the factory. Shouldn't hold up your build. Haven't seen that on most of the others. But these next 3 things will hold, not necessarily hold up your build, but just get it through Ford Accessories because they're not really an install. They're considered a dealer installed option, but you can see why. They actually just put everything in a bag for you. That's not difficult. You can do that yourself. So get it through Ford Accessories. It will come with a multi-tool, jumper cables, flashlight. There's some people who are like, oh, I want that. I'm going to put it on my order. But if you don't get selected for a month or 2, you might consider taking it off. Off-road kit as well. Same way. It has a portable shovel. It has a fire extinguisher, some different things there for you to use or on your off-road. And then the first aid kit comes with Band-Aids and such. and it has a nice pouch. But again, all three of these are available through Ford Accessories website. You can even order those. You can, order it with your dealership, and then you can buy those. You get those through Ford Accessories, and even have them here before your Bronco Sport shows up. So, anyway, interior bike rack is $280, and you can kind of see what that's going to look like. It's going to give you those attachments down there. Dealer installed option. So that is available. I don't see any requirements here other than it's not available with the premium package, it says, for some reason. There you go. Floor liners, front and rear with the mats, because you have special mats on your Badlands edition. You have an option for your floor liners, and those will be put in the vehicle before it's shipped out from the factory. Has not been holding up builds. Shouldn't be a problem if you want to get those. They have those in mini supply. Not a problem. Cargo management system, that is a factory installed option, $195. It is a shelf, divider, and table all in one. Pretty cool system there, and that one I haven't seen holding up builds either. So you should be able to order that at will and be good to go there. So moving down, what else we got here? Console vault, center console vault with a coated lock. So that is something you can get on the Badlands edition. You can't get that. Not available with the premium package. So if you go premium package, you can't get that. But you can order it aftermarket if you want. You can order it through Ford Accessories and install it yourself. This is a dealer installed option. So if you do order it, the dealer would install it for you if you want. So there you go. And then, did I mention the engine block heater earlier? I did. I just didn't mark it off. Front license plate bracket as well that goes on the front. So if you're in a state that requires a front license plate bracket, then it's standard equipment on it. If you're in a state that doesn't, like Kansas, then it's a dealer installed option. It's a no charge option though, and you want to put it on your build when you order the vehicle so it comes in. So there you go. So that's all of our standard equipment, the different packages available, standalone options, all in one video. We like to call it a complete guide. Hopefully we stood up to your expectations with this. If we did, smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can order these right now. Go to your local dealership, find a good local dealership. They can order this for you. A couple of tips when you are going to the local dealership, it's not one you've worked with before. Ask them what they're going to price the vehicle. Find out if they're going to price up and above MSRP. Are they below? What are their pricing on that? Find out what their dealer fees are, and find out if they add anything else extra to their vehicle. We've been seeing some dealerships actually being doing that lately, where they won't let you know that. And then when a vehicle comes in that you've ordered and been waiting and everything, they have the dealer fee, but then they also will say, well, all of ours come with this, and this aftermarket options. Well, I don't want those. Nope. All of our vehicles come with it. And we've seen that before. Some of you can argue and can get them to not do that, but that's just something that we've been seeing. So you might want to get that up front and find that out and put that in writing for you. So maybe get that signed off by a manager and everything. Also, ask them a little bit about price protection and incentive protection. So those are two things that Ford provides to anybody that orders a vehicle. So the person that buys the vehicle, that ordered the vehicle, as long as it's the same name, they will get price protection from the time they what it was when they ordered the vehicle, as well as what the incentives were. That's what incentive lock and price protection is. So Ford is going to reimburse the dealership back the difference in any price increases. And on the incentive lock, that's what can be found in Smart Vincent, as long as they pick the protect date on the Smart Vincent when they pull that. So make sure you ask the dealership if they know how that works and if they honor both those before you put that order in as well. So there you go. Just a couple helpful tips when you're working with your local dealerships. If you want to work with us, we are taking orders. We do get quite a bit of these Bronco Sports. We usually sell about 8 a month, so we do get about 8 allocations a month for these. And we usually don't have that many local customers that order. We actually a lot of people driving them around town, but we do sell a lot. And because of that, we are able to get a lot of allocations, so we can be able to order yours pretty quickly and get it in pretty quickly for you. So if you're wanting to put an order with us, we do have a special. And just so you know, we do know about price protection and incentive protection, and we have a $495 dealer fee and nothing else aftermarket added, unless you want it, of course. So that's how we work here at the dealership. Use this video as a reference if you need to. And we're doing MSRP pricing too as well. So if you do want to get it, we do have a YouTube special. So if you don't live close to us, and you're saying, well, I do it, but you're not close enough to us. We do have, if you finance with us at standard rates, we will pay up to the first $1,000 of shipping costs or travel expenses to get the vehicle to you. So if you want this shipped to you, from us to you, you don't even have to come into the dealership. You can do all the paperwork via FedEx and DocuSign and such, and be on your way, have the vehicle shipped right to your door. sometimes maybe not right to your door, depending on the shipping company, but we can get it right close to you. And that's a lot easier if you want to do that. We'll pay for the first $1,000 of that. Or if you want to come in and make a trip of it, we will pay for the first $1,000 of your travel expenses. We're talking airfare, hotel, gas on the way back. So there you go. So we're going to cover those three things, not food on the way back, but the other ones we will cover. So if that's something you want to do, make sure you let them know when you call us. If you saw the YouTube special, you want to get that offer, or you can just go on our website right now. You can build out your Bronco Sports, put in your information, put that in the notes, and then they'll know that. And then we can give you a call back and we can confirm your order and submit it real quick and easy for you with hardly any effort. Some DocuSign, couple of paperworks, maybe a copy for driver's license, and we'll be good to go. So if you want to do that, we're able to take your order for you. So, all right, enough of that. Hope you guys did find this of value, whether you work for your local dealership or through us. And if you did find the value, again, smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like videos like this, don't forget, you probably like some of our others. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well, so you can be notified next week another video uploaded to the channel. And I think that's it. We're now done through the Bronco Sport. So hope you guys did enjoy these videos. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.